Developing a game nowadays is a risky business, and few developers are willing to crawl out of the proverbial limb and really strive to achieve something new in the way of game experience. As such, far too many titles that appear today are simply knockoffs or hybrids of other more successful titles. This isn't to say that a game must be completely original to be good, but in a market replete with Vampire Survivor clones, everyone's discovered that it is the execution of the design, not the engine itself, that makes the difference. Enter Gunfield, the latest offering from indie developer Shiv, which dares to blend the frenetic action of shooters with the addictive progression of roguelike elements. While this combination isn't entirely new, the game manages to execute its premise with a level of polish and panache that sets it apart from the crowd. At its core, Gunfield is a bullet hell enthusiast dream come true. The game throws you into a pixelated maelstrom of projectiles and enemies, challenging you to navigate the chaos while dishing your own brand of spacefaring justice. Your success hinges on your ability to choose the perfect weapon combination and strategically upgrading your ship. Your arsenal is nothing short of impressive. From rapid-fire lasers to screen-clearing bombs, the variety of weapons at your disposal ensures that no two run feel quite the same. The real magic, however, happens when you combine these weapons, creating synergies that transform your humble spaceship into a formidable force. Gunfield features traditional vertical top-down scrolling gameplay with enemies approaching from all sides. Occasionally, power-up floats by, adding to the chaos. Additionally, data rings are randomly generated throughout the levels. When you position yourself inside a data ring and analyze its content, you can unlock valuable upgrades and enhancements. The roguelike elements add a layer of depth that keep you coming back for just one more run. Each playthrough offers the chance to unlock new upgrades and weapons, gradually increasing your power and opening up new strategies. It's a satisfying progression loop that manages to strike a good balance between challenge, risk, and reward. On the presentation front, Gunfield embraces a retro look that perfectly complements its gameplay. The game is brimming with anime references, artwork, and cultural nods, all of which blend seamlessly with the overall look and feel of the product. The pixel art is crisp and colorful, with designs ranging from organic matter to flying bees and mech warriors, each charming and menacing in their own right. Explosion and effects fill the screen with satisfying bursts of particles, while boss encounters are visual spectacles that will have you grinning from ear to ear. However, the sound design is a mixed bag. While the soundtrack pulses with an energy that matches the on-screen action beat for beat, the heavily synthesized voice effects can sometimes be jarring. These distorted vocals occasionally make comprehending or understanding important in-game information difficult, slightly detracting from an otherwise solid audio experience. Despite these minor setbacks, however, the music still gets your head bobbing as you weave through bullet patterns and line up the perfect shot. While the game may not reinvent the wheel, it certainly gives it a fresh coat of pixel paint and straps a rocket to it. With its addictive gameplay loop, diverse arsenal, and permanent progression, it also offers a compelling package that will appeal to both veterans and newcomers alike. But is the game perfect? Well, not quite. First, some may find the early stages of progression a bit grindy. Second, experienced players might find the difficulty curve a bit too easy, potentially completing the game in just a handful of hours. However, these are minor quibbles in what is an otherwise polished and entertaining experience. While big budgeted games like Dragon Age and Call of Duty 6 are trying hard to reinvent the wheel, Gunfield reminds us that sometimes the best way to innovate is to take familiar ingredients and mix them with expert precision. In the end, Gunfield proves that you don't need massive budgets or groundbreaking new mechanics to create an engaging game. With its perfect blend of retro charm and modern gameplay sensibilities, Gunfield is a shining example of how to do indie game development right.